Welcome back everybody to The Climb. This is episode 4. We'll be covering my rank 4 battles in the Go Battle League. So we gotta switch out straight away here when this Probo Pass comes in, or when this Haunter comes in. So I switch straight into my Whiscash. Whiscash is gonna hurt this Haunter, especially I shielded that Shadow Ball correctly. So that puts us on a good foot. They're gonna shield this Mud Bomb up. Oh, they let it go through, okay. So in comes the Meganium, the Grass type. I'm not too worried at this moment in time because we've seen it before. We have Skarmory in the back. And we have Medicham for the Probo Pass, so this is probably going to be a W here. I do lose a couple of battles in this video, as you'll come to see. Some of them more painful than others. But yeah, let me know how you're doing in the Go Battle League so far. Currently I'm rank 7, I think, maybe 8 last night. But you'll find that out eventually if you stay tuned. So what kind of teams are you guys running and stuff like that? And I struggled with team picking. I changed my team up a couple of times in this video. To be honest, I struggle with a lead more so than anything. So in comes this Meganium. It has 2 shields. I figure I'll just put some shield pressure on here with the power-up punches. But either way, it doesn't really matter. Skarmory can just come in and sky attack that thing down. So I shield here just so I can fire off this next power-up punch and see if we can counter down without bringing in the Skarmory. But yeah, they shield again, and it's just going to be a GG's, we counter down. So into the second battle here, a rank 10 battler. This is the first time I've seen this in the lower ranks, and he leads with Venusaur. So not a great matchup starting out here. There's a couple of things I do bad here in this battle. I power up to the Psychic and try hit the power up punch, but because we do it at the same time, I'm fairly sure they know I was 1 off the Psychic or something like that, because they don't shield here. So this Psychic would have been super effective due to Venusaur's part poison typing, and that would have been the right play. So I figure I go power up punch again here, thinking they might think it's an ice punch or something, which they do, I assume. So they shield up, and then this Frenzy Plant will put us in like what, 1 HP or something like that, but we're able to get this next power up punch off, which is good. Little lag there, but the power up punch comes true. Not going to do a whole lot. It's not very effective, remember. I was just hoping to get some quick counters, which we do. But to be honest, looking back at this, I feel like I would have been better off not throw that power-up punch, so I could farm more on my Skarmory. Because as you'll see here, this Skarmory only gets 2 or 3 wing attacks in here, and I've got to switch out. So yeah, in comes this Registeel. It stays in, so I figured this attack was going to be a Focus Blast. They have no real reason to bluff an attack here. But I believe I let it go through anyway, because we can survive the Focus Blast. Now again, I don't know if this was the right play or not, because I wanted to preserve a shield just to see what was in the back, and it wasn't a Azumarill. This is where it kind of gets tricky for me, when to shield and when not to shield, what to let go through and stuff like that. But yeah, you win some, you lose some, you learn some. I'm just going to go straight Mud Bomb here for the next while. No other play for me really. I figured I would shield this up, because we can put more Mud Bomb pressure on, and oh, I switched to Sky Attack, so I go for the Sky Attack here. They let it go through, but I mean, this is pretty dumb of me. I get Hydro Pumped in just a sec, and that'll kind of ride off the Skarmory. Now, I figured I needed the Whiscash for the Registeel more so than I needed the Skarmory for anything else, but either way, the Registeel comes in here and just farms me down. It's loaded on energy here for my Whiscash, and unfortunately, that is the end of the winning streak. So I believe we were 17 win streak or something like that up to this point, and all good things must come to an end, but that's okay, we're gonna bounce back. So we catch the lead here again. This is the second battle in a row where we catch the lead. They make the switch, I make the switch. In comes this victory bell. Now it's just gonna get eaten by Skarmory, as we've seen time and time again. Now they do get off this Leaf Tornado, which is an interesting one, and it dropped my attack partially, so that's by 2 stages a debuff of my attack. So this Flash Cannon isn't going to do as much to the Bastiodon as I would like, but that's okay. We still got the Medicham and the Whiscash to counter this Bastiodon, and of course the Grass type is gone now, so Whiscash should be able to perform for me. I'm just going to go Flash Cannon again. There's no point in dying with energy. Let's just do all the damage we can here with this Skarmory. And yeah, so because this Bastiodon was loaded on energy, I figured I would bring in the Whiscash. Expecting him to do a flamethrower on my Medicham or something like that. Even the Stone Edge would hurt the Medicham more than it would hurt the Whiscash, I feel. But it's good because in comes this Toxic Croak, and This is a good matchup for us. We've got Whiscash to deal with the Toxicroak. We can just straight Mud Bomb, shield, they shield, match them for shields with the Mud Bombs here, and we'll win. And we have the Medicham in the back for the Bastiodon. I want to try out Toxicroak a bit, because I'm going to drop the Whiscash, but it's just so sticky for me. I feel like whenever I pick someone new, I just leave an even bigger hole than I had already, you know? And that's something I struggle with when I do the Go Battle League. It's not like them Sylph Cups where you have your team of 6 and if something's not working you can just change it out because it's a more limited meta. Right here, you know, you could bring in a Hypno and they could lead with a Haunter, or you could bring in Meganium and they could lead with an Altaria. It's just tricky. It's real tricky because you don't know what to expect. So right here we've got the Victory Bell versus the Medicham. Now I figured there was no point in giving up switch advantage because as soon as I bring in that Skarmory, they'll switch it out. And then I'm left in a tricky position. So I go straight power up punches here, thinking maybe they might shield, thinking it's ice punches. And they do exactly that. So even though we lose this matchup, we do come away with 2 shields, which is excellent for us. So we can bring in the Skarmory now. And if they switch out, yeah, they do. So they bring in the Skarmory. I was thinking of a switch, but I figured I might as well just stay in this. We're up 2 shields. The Skarmory can beat their Skarmory. Yeah, so not too much to worry about right now. I think I shield one of these. Yeah, I shield the first one maybe, just because we can. And it kind of puts us ahead in this mirror match. So their Skarmory is going to be on yellow health here. And we're still going to be pretty healthy and in a good position. So it's looking good right here now. Yeah, so we can beat this Skarmory hands down. I don't know too much about how much energy I could have came away with, so I figured once they had done 5 wing attacks I would just go for it straight away. So we feint down the Skarmory. Back comes the Victory Bell, so that got me thinking, what did I have in the back? Because surely you would not bring in the grass type Razor Diffuser versus my Steel Flying type, so that's very interesting. So I shield here. I'm thinking maybe they have like a Scrafty or something in the back, but it ends up being a Whiscash, so that's okay. We can hit the Sky Attack, and I think I make an instant switch into my own Whiscash because we can survive 1 Blizzard, and we can get to the Blizzard just about after they do. So in comes their Blizzard. We're gonna survive this, and we can just fire off a Blizzard of our own to take this match. So that's gonna be a GG's. It's crazy watching these back because my team is so different now in rank 7, rank 8. I spent dust on lots of different people. So here's a pretty strange one. It was Clefable and Lantern. So right away I made the switch into Skarmory. Probably the wrong call. But yeah, they're going to win this matchup handy. And I'm going to have to come back in here with either the Medicham or the Whiscash. But either way, none of them really hard wall Clefable. So my thought process was kind of sticky here. I take this Thunderbolt, keep the 2 shields, just get the powered up Medicham, and I was kind of hoping to hit a Psychic, I think. Maybe that's what I was thinking. But yeah, this battle was super close either way, as you'll come to see. I remember this one kind of stayed with me a bit. So right here, I'm just thinking, screw it, I'll fire off the Psychic. If they shield, they shield. If they don't, it's good for us. So Psychic goes through, takes about half, just about more than half of the Clefable's health away, and they make the instant switch into Munchlax. So here's where I was kind of like, what to expect. So I go straight Mud Bomb. They've got 2 shields. I figured they might use them, and they do use one, so that's good. I can't afford to shield right here, to be honest, but maybe this will come back to haunt me because if I'm not mistaken, I do feint with a shield. So I go for the Blizzard here, just thinking they might let it go through, which they do, and probably the good call here. But to be honest, I should have shielded this one up and just went straight for the Mud Bomb, so I could have taken their second shield or else, you know, done something. But we bring in the Medicham and it's just too low at this point, man. I don't shield this either because I figured the Clefable had enough energy to get to a charge move, which I'm pretty sure it did. But yeah, it was a tough battle, man. Tough battle for me. We lost that one. So we go 3-2 in the first set here. We do catch a nice Stunfisk though, and Stunfisk is one I've been after for a while. So yeah, 1222 CP, so it's not too far off 1500 already, and that's that base catch. So that's a new Pokemon caught for me. I was pretty happy about that. Oh, it was my second Stunfisk, but it was in 96 or 93 or something. But yeah, we leave with the Medicham once more here. This is the second set of rank 4 battles. We do catch the lead. In comes this Altaria, so I figure I would just go for the Psychic. They might shield thinking it's an Ice Punch, they might let it go through. Yeah, so it brings them onto yellow health. It puts us well ahead in this Skarmory versus Altaria match. And as you know, that's a lot closer than you would think. Even though Skarmory resists all of Altaria's moves. So yeah, I'm just going to go Sky Attack here. I think they don't shield, which is probably the correct play. They're going to come back in here with the Registeel and just beat up my Skarmory. So I figured I wouldn't shield here. They go for the bluff with the Flash Cannon. I don't really... Oh, it's a Focus Blast. Okay, so that KOs us. Medicham comes in and we're free to just farm away here. So in comes this Azumarill. Just because I Psychicked the Altaria, I figured I would build up to the Psychic and not use it. And it doesn't get the shield this time, but sometimes it does, and that's the risk you have to take. In comes this Azumarill. I don't know what move this could be. It was a Hydro Pump. I end up shielding, so probably the correct call here. They could have bluffed me at that point, but I didn't want to take any risks. When you have 2 shields, you might as well use them, you know? So now we're kind of ahead in this match because we can survive 1 Hydro Pump and we can just spam with these Mud Bombs. So I don't need to worry about this one. The Hydro Pump will take us down to yellow health, I believe. Oh, it's a player off, okay. So the player off takes us down to yellow health as well. So I figure I'd charge up to 2 Mud Bombs here and just apply some pressure. So they let the Azumarill go down. This is good for me because we can still spam this Registeel with Mud Bombs. They're probably going to shield, yeah, and they have to use their energy to get rid of us. So that's good. I'm okay with letting this Whiscash go down now. Because in comes my Medicham with some energy and some yellow health, and that's all it takes. So they don't shield this first power-up punch, so that's probably correct, but either way it's looking like a GG here because I can just shield up this Flash Cannon and we'll get to it. We'll feign them down with quick moves before they can even get to a second one. Yeah. So we're jumping into a Skarmory lead. Now I think I played this pretty poorly. I figured I would try charge up to a Dynamic Punch to see if they would shield, but they get to the Sky Attack first, so already here I'm on the back foot. I just go Power Up Punch, try to get some chip damage. I feel like they won't shield at this point, so I just go Power Up Punch again. Try to put some spam on them. This is what Medicham is good for. Even though it loses this match hard, it still takes a lot of the health down when you're willing to expend the shield. So I let this go down. I bring in my own Skarmory just so I can farm up. I figured I might have to take 1 Sky Attack, but I end up not having to take it. I don't know if they just overtapped or what, but they should have gotten that Sky Attack off there. In comes a Shiftry, so I'm like, damn, maybe this is a Caleb Peng team again, as we've seen before. So I know they're going to shield this Shiftry up. And this is where I'm thinking maybe I made the mistake. I should have let this go through if it was a Caleb Peng team, because I wanted to keep a shield from my Whiscash. And yeah, they shield again here. So I'm like, okay, that means I'm going to have to take a foul play. As you see there, I tried to switch out and take the foul play with my Whiscash, but it didn't go through. Maybe I wasn't quick enough or something. But luckily we're able to get this thing down using only fast attack. So I'm going to Sky Attack this Meganium. And again here, I probably should have shielded off at this, or I probably should have switched at this point. But for some reason I stayed in and I tried to catch a Frenzy Plant with the Whiscash, so that was my mistake. We're just away from the Mud Bomb. We were 1 turn off. This Frenzy Plant comes through, and you'll see here, I tap for the Sky Attack, but it just doesn't seem to be enough. We go down here. So jumping right in here to the next battle. They switch out the Hunter right away, probably the correct call. This puts us in a spot again, because this Whiscash versus Azumarill matchup, it can go either way. You really don't know who's going to win until you see like the moves and the baiting and stuff like that from the Azumarill. So I figure not to shield this first one. I'm like, damn, it's probably a Hydro Pump. So I let it go through. It's an Ice Beam. That's good for us. We don't waste the shield. And we can comfortably survive the Ice Beam. So they've got to waste more energy to get rid of this Whiscash now, which is good for me because I can just straight Mud Bomb spam. And it's really good for me when someone shields a Mud Bomb. They don't shield this one. So I'm like, damn, okay, so they're at farming range now. I'm going to shield this up and try to get a head start on the energy for the Hunter that comes in. So yeah, I'm counting the bubbles. I think they were 1 away from a new charge move. So I go straight Mud Bomb here. I'm hoping to get 2 off, but unfortunately the Shadow Claw comes through straight away from the Haunter, and that's enough to put us on the back foot. So I bring in my Skarmory here, and I figured this could be a Shadow Ball, but I'm like, damn, if it's not a Shadow Ball and I shield, then I'll be sickened. So it is the Shadow Ball, puts us on low health, and I just need to get this Sky Attack off real quick, take the second shield away. I figured they would make a switch because I do have a Medicham in the back, but they actually don't, they stay in. So that's not good for me. This one here I figured could be a Shadow Ball or a Shadow Punch, and I'm like, ugh, I don't want to take that risk, so I shield up, and they switch into the Registeel. So here, I think I played poorly in the sense that I overcharged, even though I was going to go straight Power Up Punch anyway. So these counters, you'll see in a sec, I survived this Flash Cannon of course, but I believe over farming when you're going to go straight Power Up Punch is bad, because these counters that I just did will do less damage. Now these ones are powered up, so I probably could have gotten it down, but either way it's not going to be enough, unfortunately. And I could have saved up on the energy if I did the Power Punch right away, but this Haunter is just going to come in and Shadow Punch, Shadow whatever. So this is where I changed my team up. I changed into Hypno, which is probably good because they led with a Shadow Gardevoir. So right here I'm thinking, damn, gotta switch out here. In comes a Registeel. This isn't looking good for us automatically. We're going to have to take a couple of Focus Blasts here, and that's going to be the end of us. And we can't really do much to this Registeel. Even these Flash Cannons hurt, they just simply don't do enough. So, in comes one Focus Blast, we're on red health. I believe they can Flash Cannon us from here. So I'm not too happy about that. I just go for the Sky Attack because I figured a Charge Attack would come in straight away. But, yeah, so at least we take some of the health down. They actually go for the farm, which is interesting to me. So I bring in the Whiscash because we can resist the Flash Cannon. And Focus Blast isn't as good a move, so I shield. It's a Focus Blast, that's awesome. That's some of their energy wasted, and we can get this Mud Bomb off. They let this go through. I figured they could probably have shielded that and ran us down with the Focus Blast, and then that would have put us at Charm farm down range from this Gardevoir, but I figured they would shield this. Yeah, they shield these Mud Bombs on the Gardevoir, and I believe they shield this one as well. Probably the correct call, I guess, in the long run, but I switch out straight away because I don't want to get farmed down. And in comes, I know I have to shield this. This could be a Shadow Ball. Even if it was a Stinker Noise, I'm fairly sure it still beats us. So I go for an aggressive farm here, lose a lot of the HP on my Hypno, and in comes this Sableye. So I'm like, damn, who wins this matchup? I know Sableye is doing super effective damage to both of us, but we have a lot of energy banked up. So I go straight for these Thunder Punches, try to take down as much health as I can, but yeah, so this Sableye has enough energy just to faint down this Whiscash. So that's going to be a GG. Finally, we catch a good lead. We get Azumarill versus my Alolan Raichu. So I figure I would shield up to I would power up to a Wild Charge and fire off a Thunder Punch, try to get a shield. We do not get a shield. I know I'm ahead on energy here, so I'm going to shield. I was thinking about farming all the way down, but they make the switch into Vigoroth. So I fire off a Thunder Punch and use up some of this energy. Now, I should have switched out here, but I went for another Thunder Punch. I don't know if I clicked the shield, the switch animation or what, but I go to switch again here, but the attack comes through from the Vigoroth. So I'm like, dang, I shield this. Probably the incorrect call in the long run, but then I finally switch out. And unfortunately for me, the switch clock has just begun now for me, but they're probably halfway through their switch already, so that's not good. They tried to switch out this Vigoroth on 1 HP, maybe in case they need to make a sacrificial swap later in the game or something. But in comes this Azumarill, and I'm just like, dang, I don't know how much energy it had. So I go for the Sky Attack. The Sky Attack will KO, even though I only got a Great. And then in comes the Haunter. So again, a Haunter in the back here is not what you want to be seeing, but I know for a fact they'll shield this Sky Attack. If they don't, it would probably come close to KOing, if not, definitely. So I come back in with the Raichu. I thought I was being clever here, but apparently not. So in comes the Azumarill. This Haunter has a lot of energy. I figure a Shadow Ball won't kill, but there's not much I could have done either way. So right here, I don't know what happens. They should have by right gotten a Shadow Punch off, but I got this Ice Beam through, and it's enough to KO the Haunter. So that's going to be rank 4 battles in the books, and yeah, happy day. So thank you for watching episode 4 of The Climb. I think overall in rank 4 we went something like 6 wins, 4 losses, so not the best. But we made it through to rank 5, and I assure you these series will get more interesting as they go on. There's a lot of great battles coming up, guys, in rank 5, rank 6, and rank 7 and stuff like that. And I'm sure I'll have a lot of fun in rank 8 and rank 9 too. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more.